Hello everyone, and welcome to my SHMUP Master update video. I just wanted to give you guys a little update on what's going on. It's been a little while since I released a video, so just wanted to make sure, keep everyone in the loop. Due to the amount of time and effort I put into these things, as y'all probably noticed, it takes me a while to get them out. That Abadox video I wanted it to be a pretty simple, straightforward video to just kind of be filler, in the meantime while I was working on my next big one. But that, due to computer problems and hurricanes and all kinds of other crazy things, that video ended up being a long, drawn-out process that almost didn't happen. But luckily I got it out and you guys got something. So I took a little break, but I'm back to it now. Starting with a game called HyperZone, which you probably heard me talk about before. I talked about in one of my other update videos, and also if you go back to my Thunder Force 3 video, you'll see it's in my introduction that I created. So yeah, the deal with HyperZone is if you haven't heard of it, it's imagine F-Zero with guns, and that's kind of what it is. It is a shmup. It's a shmup in the same vein as kind of Space Harrier. And I've always wanted to do it because it was a game I owned as a kid, and it's not a particularly hard game, but it is hard to no-death it once you see it. But not only am I going to no-death it, what I'm trying to do is I'm going for a world record speed run on this game because your vehicle does have speed, your ship does have speed, the bosses take a certain amount of time to kill, and if you can kill them quick, you can beat the game quicker. There's also other tricks and things I'm trying to do. Trying to do a few things that have never been done before with the game, so I'm going for the world record speed run. I'm going to see if I can do it. I'm pretty sure I can. Speed Demos Archive, I'm sure you've heard of the website if you follow these type of things. I'm trying to get listed on there, so we'll see if that happens. But that's going to be, that'll likely be early next year when I get that video out, I'm hoping. So I'll have a proper video for it, and the run also. The other game that I've been working on for a long time now is Forgotten Worlds. Another game that was in my intro, my original SHMUP Master intro, and that I've talked about on Twitter and in forums and other places. My brother and I recorded a 1cc run together on the Genesis version, probably about a year and a half ago. I've never released it. I'm going to release it when I release this video. But I hadn't released it because I was waiting. I wanted to do a proper video on the game too. But I do have a run that my brother and I completed. It was before I had a Frame Meister, so the quality's not quite as good, but it's still a pretty entertaining run. We're going to commentate it, so it'll be interesting to watch. I'm also thinking about doing a regular 1cc myself of the game, so that I have a 2-player one and a 1-player one. We'll see if that happens. I may not have time to do that, but Forgotten Worlds, the reason I want to tackle that game is because it has an insane amount of ports, somewhere around 14 or 15 ports. The Amiga, Amstrad, Atari ST, Commodore 64, DOS, Genesis, TurboGrafx 16, Spectrum, Sega Master System, and of course the arcade, which is where it was originally released in '88. Then it was ported to Xbox, PS2, the PSP, and the Wii Virtual Console years later, which I believe was the arcade and the Genesis version they used for those. So yeah, I'm not gonna really be talking much about the PS2 and Xbox ports, the later ones, because those are the same game. But the original 10 ports, the first ones I mentioned, are all uniquely different, all completely different games. I mean, they have similarities, obviously, but they're all suited to a lot of them were 8-bit computers, which was kind of funny. They ended up being D ports. So what I'm doing is I'm playing through every single one. I'm recording my run of every single one. A lot of them I've had to cheat because they're just so bad. The controls are so bad. To be clear, I'm not going to release a run for every single game. I'm just trying to cap a run so I can get identical footage for each game so I can do a crazy comparison video, which I think will be pretty interesting. It'll be hopefully like nothing that's ever been done with a retro game video is what I'm hoping to do, at least in the amount of detail I plan to do it. And I'm not sure anyone has compared that many ports all at once and examine the minute differences of each one, but that's what I plan on doing because they're all pretty much their own unique games. It's really fascinating. In Forgotten Worlds, some of the ports anyway. I'd say at least 3 or 4 of the ports are really good games. Particularly the Genesis and TurboGrafx versions are both pretty good. And obviously the arcade that was based on was a good game. The Genesis is probably the definitive home port for a whole number of reasons, but I'll get into that. But I just figured I'd bring that up. Forgotten Worlds has been a long time project of mine. I've wanted to see happen, so it's going to happen. That's going to be my next video, just to let you know. In the next, not before the holidays are over, but probably early January is when I plan on getting that out. I've also got some music collaborations going on. I've been trying to get my music going in this channel. You've seen I've released Julian's covers, the Thunder Force 4 covers. They're fantastic. I've been trying to get other artists on board to do some covers for me. Julian obviously is working on some. He actually has already done 2 HyperZone covers, which I'm going to release when I do that video. He's working on a Forgotten Worlds cover for me for that video. But I've got a couple other guys that I'm looking to just do kind of music videos for. They're going to do a cover and I'll make kind of like a music video of it and release it on the channel, just so you guys have something else, some cool covers of shmup music. So I'm really looking forward to getting another video out. I'm deep into this HyperZone run right now. I'm practicing every night. It's a monumental task what I'm trying to do. Like I said, it's never been done before. Basically, the way I'm doing it has never been done before. So at least I can't see a video anywhere where it's been done. So it's a pretty big task. And at the same time, I'm plugging away at Forgotten Worlds. I'm capturing footage from all, well, the 10 original versions, so that we can have some footage for this video. Also had people comment on Jared, the narrator, from my Thunder Force 4 video. They said they wanted him back to narrate, so I plan on asking Jared to come back and narrate the Forgotten Worlds video. Probably the HyperZone video too. So he will be back with his PBS narration voice, since people seem to like him. And same with Julian. Julian's going to be back doing music for me. A lot of people loved his music, so especially in the Thunder Force 4 video. And just want to thank you guys a lot for watching and for encouraging me and for the really kind comments I've gotten on all the videos I've done. I appreciate it. It's what keeps me going and what makes this fun to do in the first place. So thanks a lot, guys. I'll be seeing you soon. Thunder Force 3 video, you'll see it's in my introduction that I created. So, Starla! Are you done? Are you done?